Hey everyone, I'm Arlen Jr. Welcome to the Shoot Power Now Golf Show with my main man, James Stemmer.
What's up?
How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm well. How are you?
Good to see you. Glad everybody's here for another week of Shoot Power Now.
Another exciting episode.
Another exciting episode. Before we get started, I want to thank our sponsor, Divot Board. If you don't have a divot board, you should get one. There's a link in this description. Hit balls. It shows you where your divots,
where you made contact.
Ball, ground. Very important. Always want to do that. Helps you with the path. If you go crooked, if you come to inside, you hit a hook. Really good product, okay? Link in the description. Check it out. Divot Board. Also, before we get into our show, we really need your help. We need comments bad. If we don't get comments, our videos don't get shared. So if you like this show, we'd like you to leave a comment. So here's a challenge. Here's what we're going to do.
Even if you just want to tell us I liked or didn't like your shirt today.
Whatever.
Anything.
I've had a lot of comments on my shirt today already. Everybody likes the shirt.
I
don't
like
know.
the shirt. It's a good looking shirt.
Something hits my head. Anyway, so here's what we want you to do. Type 777, 3 sevens, into the comments. We're going to enter you to give away a CopperTech glove. And we're going to give you one of these CopperTech Plus gloves, okay? You can even tell us like what color you want. There's all different colors, blue, right, orange. It even has an American flag. We even got camo. I don't know if you can see the camo.
If you're a hunter, you've got the camo one, yeah.
This is cool stuff. These are like $20-something each. So 777, and just if you want to put a color in, we're going to pick somebody. We're just going to go through them. If you leave a comment, we're going to answer the comment. I'll do the best I can, but we need some comments, and it really helps our show. So if you could do that, that would be great.
And those last a long time.
They do. They're good golf clubs, yeah. And make sure stay all the way to the end today, because we are going to do our lesson tip, and we're going to continue our series on how to create more power and speed. So stay tuned to the end when we do our tip. Power and distance. Well, so PGA Tour, right? They had an event. It was called the Sanderson Farms Championship in Jackson, Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Deep down south, right? It was an interesting. You know what? I watched the highlights today, and I watched a little bit of it over the weekend. It was really good golf, and it was a little bit refreshing to see. It's so this time of the fall is designed for the guys that fell out of the top 50 on the FedEx Cup, right? Yeah. So that they can get some points and basically not have to go through QSchool. Yeah,
maybe keep their card and not have to fall back to the Corn Ferry Tour.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is very, very valuable for these younger players. And it's a good chance to watch some of the talent that's out there, because obviously there's lots of talent. And so Steven Fisk, who is a rookie, broke through, and he won, and he played great. He's 28 years old, played University of Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And he closed with birdies on 16, 17, and 18.
It's a cool way to win.
And yeah, well, that's the secret of golf. You birdie out, you usually win.
You're doing pretty well. Yeah.
Shot himself a 64, and he beat a young South African guy named Garrick. Gotta love his name. It's Higgo. Higgo. 25 years old. And Higgo, man, he was there. And I think it was 17. They were tied. I think they were at 22. And they both stuffed it like 3 feet and 3 feet, and Higgo missed. And I watched a lot of the highlights, and I don't even know what putter he had. It looked a little different, but he missed a bunch of putts. Like he could have won. He could have had this going.
And he's European?
He is South African.
South African.
So that's why I didn't recognize.
See, if he had been European, everything would have just fallen apart. So
Ryder Cup. We're still butthurt about that. We're still a little like upset, little salty about that. But we're moving on, right? Because we got to move on. It was a great Sunday in the Ryder Cup. If we play singles, Americans are a pretty dominant team. Not so much. So this 25-year-old South African lefty, right, played really well. Hit it good. Looked good out there. Really liked it. He got a win someplace else already too. And then a couple other guys. This guy named Danny Walker was also in contention. I think he ended up finishing second too, or tied for third. That's his best so far. So the guy that won, Steven Fisk, he won $1 million, 500 points.
Yeah, all the people that go, oh, well, the big guys weren't there, and this and that. It's $1 million check. I don't care who was there.
Oh, that's good. That's life-changing money for these guys. Are you kidding me? And it gets him that 2-year exemption. It gets him the Masters. It gets him all the stuff that goes with always being a PGA Tour winner. Two quotes.
Yep.
But that's pretty strong field. Another guy named Vince Whaley, who's a Florida I guess he grew up here and went to school at Texas. Mm-hmm. He played good. And there was somebody else that they mentioned that was from our area that was in the field that finished 10th. I forgot who it was. Some interesting things. There were 2 aces in the first round.
Okay.
Which is kind of unusual for a tour event.
Yeah.
So Matt Kuchar and
see a lot of aces to begin
Nicholas Norgard, both jammed it in on the same hole, the par 3 fourth.
On the same hole too.
Mm-hmm. That's very unusual.
Very nice.
Yep. The NCAA champion, this kid's name is Mike Lasasso. He got hit for a 2-stroke penalty for improving his lie, and which is a really tough break. I don't remember exactly what hole but I guess he must have put the ball or did something he shouldn't have, and it cost him. That was a big one. And then another thing that happened in that event, which was everybody thought was funny because it always makes the regular golfer feel like, well, I do that all the time. One of the tour players, Stefan Jaeger, topped his tee shot in the middle of down the stretch. Cold topped it, 104 yards, rolled out there.
Oh, we've all been there.
We've all done that. We've all topped balls, And the biggest thing of the whole week that everybody talked about, and you and I are going to talk about this because we deal with this all the time. So there was a player, I'm trying to find the name of his player here, but the big news is that he had to play his ball from about 100 yards out of a lake, and 10 feet away was this gator. Just
hovering in the water.
Just hovering and staring at him like, should I bite you? Like, why are you in my lake?
In my house.
Yeah. What are you doing here? And I thought it was really funny because they made such a big deal.
Get out of my lake.
They made such a big deal about the gator, and I was thinking, we do that all the time. Now, I shouldn't say we don't do it all the time. We see gators all the time. Yeah. And you were just telling me a story when you were walking in about an experience. Tell that. That was pretty funny.
When I was in high school, I played for Palm Bay High. We played at Port Malabar Country Club, which has since become a housing development. But the 9th hole there had a big lake down the entire left side. And we knew there were gators living in there. And one match, I hit my drive down on the left-hand side in the rough a little bit. And we get down there, and between my ball and the lake, there's a gator just laying there sunning himself. I'm like, no.
Not going to get it.
I'm not hitting that ball till he moves.
So
as we got close enough, he decided we weren't worth the trouble. So he wandered over and jumped back in the water. And of course, your whole swing routine goes out the window at that point in time.
Yeah. Like you said, what we talked about last week, there is no routine.
Yeah, last week,
get out of the way.
Stand behind it. No, I was like, I'm hitting this now. And I didn't hit a good shot because I really thought one of my buddies was going to yell, "Here he comes!"
Oh, right when you were like, that make you jump out of your shoes. So at the Saints, where my academy is, I think it's number 5, and there's a pond. And what you got to worry about with gators is when they have little ones. Yeah. When they're nesting, they become really territorial and aggressive. Yeah. And there's a place where if you look, it's like reeds, but the reeds are all flat. That's where the gators are going. That's where it's going in. And the bigger that gap is, the bigger the gator. Mm. And we're talking that gap can get like 6 feet, 7 feet wide. It's a big gator. And we've seen it. Gators actually on golf courses go from pond to pond to look for fish and stuff to eat. And when they walk, they look really weird when they're out of the water, right? Because they're kind of like...
They're walking on their knuckles.
Yeah, they are. They look really silly. But you startle them, they burst.
Oh, they move.
They are fast.
They can move.
And every time people see them, they think, oh, look at that. It's like have you seen a gator's mouth? That's a freaking dinosaur. Yeah. That thing will tear you up in a heartbeat, you know?
And from what I understand, they never stop growing.
They never do. They always keep
grow until the day they die.
Yep.
So think about how big they can get.
Well, we see some, down here. When they get too big down here, you have to call animal control. That's what we do here because
they relocate them
because they will eat your pets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want a small child walking along those ponds. That's like just tempting them. Never ever see them again. So it was a pretty wild week out there. But anyway, congratulations to Steven Fisk. Great finish. I'm looking forward to watching next week just to see what young guys, and I guess next week they go to the Bay Current Classic. That's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the FedEx Cup Fall Series. So again, we talked about it. So PGA, I wanted to bring this up because I haven't really paid that much attention to QSchool on top of, but just from what I remember. But you only get 5 spots now. When you go to QSchool, there's
used to be
25.
25,
yeah. So now
top 100 kept their card, and then you had QSchool. They fought over it
for the bottom 25, but now, so what they do now is they have a pre-qualifier, which already happened in September. There's a final stage going on this week. I don't know where it's at. There's a second stage to the first stage. The first stage is this week, then second. And they have a final, which is going to be at Sawgrass, though, December 11th to the 14th. That would probably be pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
To go watch the people get their cards. And then only 5 plus ties get full PGA cards, and then 40 get Korn Ferry status.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know, but when you get Korn Ferry status, depending on where you are in money, you can get into tour events.
Yes.
Because it's all connected. And so, if a tour player's sick or hurt or people don't play, they can go down and
it will go down to that level. Yeah,
all the status.
So the money list there. Yeah.
So it's important at QSchool, right, to have, to be number 1 out of 40, you're more likely to get into an event versus being 40 out of 40. And I don't quite know how the money from the tour actually blends in with that. But I just thought that was interesting that you only get 5 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't used to be like that.
And we used to have QSchool
right here.
For some of the earlier,
like the state,
some of the qualifying.
Well, I don't think
second stages.
Yeah,
we used to have around here.
Yeah, we used to have it in Palm City at what they call that Banyan or whatever it's called.
Banyan Creek out there.
That used to be Martin Downs, but that was the good course, the long one.
Yeah,
I think Tesoro, if I'm not mistaken, Tesoro may have had some PG. I think it was built because it's long, right? It's like 7,300 or something. So we have been familiar. I don't think we get that anymore. I don't know. I don't pay attention, but. Hey, if you're out there watching this and you know a little bit, make a comment. Let us know if there's been any.
We got to qualify. I know Tesoro had a qualifier for the Cognizant this year.
Yes.
So
that's like a tour event qualifier.
Different than a qualifier for the for a PGA Tour though. Yeah.
So anyway, that's pretty cool. Congratulations, and it's exciting that at least there's golf to watch. And again, for us, we're going to go into our. I'm going to my busy season. When it gets cold up north, everybody starts flocking to Florida, right? But I'm sure the people up north that are in cold weather enjoy watching golf on the weekends. It's got to be a fun thing for you guys up there. So,
we don't have a lot of the silly season that we used to have either.
Well, this is the silly season.
I mean, we don't have the
skins game and this. And there's a few of that stuff's coming.
We have that event. There's the event over in Naples. The 2 tour event with we have an LPGA player and a PGA Tour.
That's player. During the winter. It's another made for television kind of like. But again, I don't know if that gets that much. I mean, it must not get as much because you don't see it as much. I think back in the day when the pros were off and they come out to Pebble Beach or come out to Cabo or come out to Hawaii, wherever they had the events, it was like paid vacation and go win some money playing golf. But now these guys make so much money. Yeah, they're not. You
can afford to play part-time.
They do pay. I mean, the Live is as part-time as you can get, but I'm not picking on Live. Liv's had some nice events down the stretch. I had fun watching that too.
Did you see the numbers that came out from them?
No, I did not.
They have lost over 1.1 billion British pounds.
British pounds?
British pounds.
Wow.
The pound is almost $1.30
now,
I think.
So dollar-wise, it'd be a lot.
That's a lot of cash. That's bleeding a lot of cash. I don't care how much money you have. That's a lot of money.
Well, we knew going in, do the math. Like it didn't make any sense, right? And that's what but again, it'll work itself out. Again, that money, $1 billion what is that? Like here's a 20. Now, it might not be a 20. It might be 100. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're going to lose it. Unless Greg Norman.
Not gonna go broke.
Well, Greg Norman stepped down, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So is there writing on the wall there? You know, was this his last swan song where he just wanted to like he's always wanted to get back at the tour?
Thumb his nose at the PGA.
Well, they fought him with the World Golf and took that away. And there's a whole history with that thing. We don't get into all that, but go look it up. It's pretty interesting. So locally, right, we got October's here. So high school districts are coming up. So a lot of my players, they're getting ready for that.
It seems like school just started, and already we've got
golf season's so quick.
We got
like districts are coming up already. Weather's been wet. Like, remember we had all that dryness. We're like, wow, and it is raining every day. It's raining steady. Yeah. It hasn't been I guess torrential in moments, but it's been like misty. Like light rain. Yeah. I don't know. That's what I've been at my house. I've been doing through light rain. Course is wet. We had to they closed the course last Friday. Yeah. And it was like weird, but.
And it's no fun playing cart path only.
It is not, yeah.
Because I inevitably hit the ball on the wrong side of the fairway.
Yeah, I try to hit it at the cart path.
Oh, the cart path's down the right side. Now I'm in the left rough. Lovely.
I do aim at the cart paths when it's cart path only. I try to keep it on the short walk.
Somewhere close there, yeah.
Yeah, but that's always fun.
Well, you bring 5 or 6 clubs with you because you can't even see your ball sometimes. It's like,
that's true.
All right, well, let me bring one that I think it's at, and then we go up one and down one, and then we'll see what you get over there, and then you finally find it, and you're like,
can't even hit it. On Friday, we were really wet, and I only had my big bag, and there was no carts or anything. So I took out my 5-iron and my umbrella and a range ball. I didn't have my bag, and I told the kids, I'm going to beat all of you guys today from
with a 5-iron.
Yeah, and they were like, no. And I missed chip twice. Otherwise, I could have made like par, bogey for sure. Yeah. And I was just trying to tell them, like, sometimes when you play, they just reach for the driver and you just hit it in play. Like 2 5-irons, good when you're a decent player. You can get almost to the front of every green. Yeah. And just chip it on and make a 4. But you start hitting your driver crooked and hitting long irons, whatever. And you're making, double bogeys because you just don't control the ball. So that was the lesson from last week.
And you think about it, I mean, amateurs, we've all got a handicap. But you're still thinking, I got to par every hole. I got to par this hole. I'm going to par this hole.
No, bogey's a good score. You don't look at it and
go, it's the 3rd hardest hole on the course. You're not expected to par it.
No, a double's probably good.
So you should be happy with a bogey or a double bogey. I mean, double bogey, okay, but you know what? You weren't supposed to get a par or a birdie on that hole. So
it's true. Now, those of you that are watching, if you're not from this area and you're interested in maybe getting some lessons or working on your game with the Shoot Par Now system, we have a new program coming out for our online coaching program. We've adapted it to include our annual membership, which gives you access to the online app. It gives you access to the Facebook page, gives you access to some behind the scenes stuff. And with that fee, you're going to get one upload your video, and we'll give you a quick analysis. Actually, not quick. It's pretty good analysis of your swing, and we'll give you a video on what to work on. So if you're interested in learning more about Shoot Par Now, take advantage of that because that's a really good way to work in your game, especially in the wintertime. Just upload your video. We use the Coach Now app and let get your analysis and give you some things to work on. So that's going on. Check out shootparnow.com and make sure you get the newsletter because when you sign up for the newsletter, I give you 3 of my best videos to help you build your golf swing. And they're all like, 8-minute, 7-minute videos, and they're really, really helpful. So make sure you go to shootparnow.com, sign up for that newsletter. Anything else going on locally you were going to share or anything?
Like you said, everybody's, underwater almost right now. Like we were right when we started.
Oh, deluge,
There's a little bit of rain on the roof, so yeah, we're just kind of hoping things dry out a little bit.
And they will. They always do.
Now.
Yeah.
And it's Florida.
It's Florida.
Weather changes all the time.
Yeah.
And
well, Coach Bento's always busy. I'm right here indoors, right behind me. Giant simulator.
It's air conditioned. There's no rain. I mean, this is a great place to.
Taught 6 or 7 lessons today. Always trying to help people with their swing. And one of the things that we're going to do in our lesson tip today is we're going to keep expanding on this distance and speed series. I guess that's what we're calling it.
Okay.
But we're going to be talking a little bit more about the 2 throws. We talked a little bit about it, I think, 2 weeks ago, or was it last week?
Here.
Yeah, and then on the bottom. Yep.
Trying to get that click at the bottom.
Yeah, and I'm going to share with you that we're going to kind of go over that again because I think a lot of people misunderstood like what I was talking about. So we're going to go over that again. and we're gonna talk about that bottom of the swing where you got to like learn to snap your wrist at the bottom and time that, and how the lower body reacts to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you watch the pros and everybody says, man, it looks like they're hardly swinging, but there's a spot, if you watch it, that they really generate a lot of club head speed.
One of my lessons today, new guy, big guy, and his first thing was like, man, I got nothing. I got no speed. I got no power. I mean, all my buddies hit it by me, and I don't get it. And as we started to get into his movements, he had no throw. Like, he didn't even know what that meant. He was trying so hard to hit the ball and trying so hard. Hands were so tense that he couldn't even let the club react.
Yeah.
And when we were done, he picked up, I don't know, 10 miles an hour of club head speed because now he wasn't doing good. Like, you know, he was cracking some out here. And he was like, wow, that's so crazy.
He's going to surprise the heck out of his buddy.
Well, he's actually interested in getting good. So he doesn't want to, like, I told him, you can't just go out and like use this the first time. You got to go out and play with it, like practice play, you know, like maybe play some on your own a little bit, right? Or something, just to see if you can time it. But it was a good lesson. So we're going to share that with you. Okay. So stay tuned. Make sure you don't leave yet, and like and subscribe. Leave a comment. 777. We're going to give you a Copper Tech Plus glove. We're looking for the comments. Okay. And anything else?
That's it.
Well, thanks for watching this week. We always appreciate you guys, and we looking forward to hearing from you. And shoot for now.
Good night, everybody.
Hey everyone, it's Arlen Bento Jr. Welcome to our lesson tip segment on the Shoot Per Now show, where we help you with your golf game. Jimmy's going to be our willing lesson tennis racket.
Golf. You said golf.
Baseball bat.
What the heck?
So again, we are trying to help you understand that how speed gets generated in the golf swing. In every sport that you've ever played, the only way to create speed is you're going to have to snap your wrist, right? So I don't know if you're throwing a baseball, you're going to snap your wrist. You're throwing a football, you're going to snap your wrist. You serve a tennis racket, you snap your wrist. You hit a baseball bat, you have to snap your wrist. If you don't, you can't create speed. So I keep these around just because when I get a student in that's a former baseball player, or maybe tennis player, I kind of try to like relate to them, like, you know, how these things work. But as far as it goes for the golf swing, right? We're trying to like make you understand there's two moments in the downswing where the club has a chance to pick up speed. One, it picks it up because of movement and timing, and that I call that the first throw. And then the second one is what you do with your hands. And if you're not snapping your wrist at the bottom of your swing, you're giving up so much speed. I'm talking, it could be 10, 15, 20%.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of distance if you think about it.
Yeah.
And I've been having a lot of success teaching people how to do this. So we're going to continue to work on this today. I'm going to take these away, put these on the side for now. And what we're going to work on is something that I like to coach with my One Club trainer, okay? So this is a great product. We also have an affiliate link if you're interested in this. But this canister is going to teach us how to snap our wrist. And we spent a little bit of time, I think, doing this already. But we're going to go back over it again, okay? So Jimmy's going to set up here, pretending there's like a ball on the ground, okay? He's going to go to the top of his backswing. So I'm going to explain the two throws. So all the way up to the top. Now, what I want Jimmy to feel is from the top of his backswing, don't take the club weight and throw it to the ball. That's the wrong throw. You want to feel like you throw it away from you and down. And right here on the ground, you might not be able to see it, but I have a yellow X, okay? And for years, I used to coach this with like a bag, right? So move forward just a little. So if Jimmy goes to the top of his swing, he wants to feel like he's going to throw this down to where this yellow bag is, okay? He'll never hit the yellow bag because as his upper body's doing that, his lower body is shifting and turning. And so here's the analogy. If you've ever been on a boat, like a water skier type of person, when the boat turns that way, the skier gets thrown this way because the line slacks, okay? So it'll go forward, and then as the line starts to pick up tension again, the skier will go to the right before it snaps. That's centrifugal force, okay? So we're trying to harness that in the swing. So that's the first feeling you want to get. When you get to the top, don't take that club's weight and try to throw it to the ball. It throws off the entire swing. It just takes away the whole arc of the swing and the timing and how it's supposed to happen. Now, at the bottom of the swing, this is what we're going to work on. We got to snap the wrist. So what does that mean? So the wrist snap is when the club head gets in front of the hands and the wrists go from hinge, unhinge to hinge again. And that is something that people have to learn. So I'm going to let Jimmy do this little drill. It's hard to do with the one club, but he's going to just learn to hinge it going back as much as he can. That's about it. He's going to unhinge, he's going to snap it right here and try to snap it again as quick as he can. Okay? He might not be able to do it, but let's see if he can. Not a lot of body or arms, just wrists. Good. So see how much you've got to emphasize this bottom snap.
Really got to throw it down there.
Yep. There you go. Now let's try to do it and don't use your body. So if I were to come back here and I kind of held you and you just got your hands only, watch how hard this is. See how hard it is? Hinge it, unhinge it.
Oh, wow.
Hinge it. There it is. Yeah. Do it again. Hinge it, unhinge it. Okay. So what I'm asking the people who are watching, don't get confused, okay? It's not just the wrist. It's the timing of the body and how you shift and turn and your wrist. And a lot of people get this wrong because what they'll do is it's actually easier to see with a big club. Ta-da!
You weren't kidding when you said big club.
So you don't want to feel like when you're doing this, like your hands are rolling like this, because that's not going to be good. What your hands are doing, they're hinging, and it looks like this hand folds. It folds here, grip points to where the ball is, and then I unhinge, it's square here. So my right hand is working from a hinge into this position. It's not rolling. It's going under, like I'm tossing it like that.
Like with a softball.
It is, like an underhanded toss. Like if you're going to skip a rock on a pond, it would look more like that. It wouldn't go like that, right? And so once you get here and you unhinge, then it starts to hinge again in that direction. So the face is square and it stays relatively square till here. A lot of people try to roll it. We don't want to roll it. Okay, so here's the recap. From the top of the backswing, the ball is not the target for speed. The target's like way out here. The feel for speed is away from you. That creates a shallowing angle of attack. Your lower body is moving, whips you around. That's the throw. And at the bottom, the hands snap. And they snap in the correct way, not in a rolling fashion, but more of a hinge and an unhinged tossing fashion, okay? Try it. If you're struggling with power and distance, these drills are going to help you. If you want to upload your swing to me to take a look at using Coach Now, you can do that, okay? Upload your swing. Why don't we do this? Anybody that watches this video, go ahead and upload your swing. I'll take a look at the first 10 uploads and I'll pick one. And I'll do a free one for you, okay? Just upload it. I'll go to Coach Now. It's an app you can download. Find me, upload your video. Let me take a look and let me show you, what I think about your swing and how you can create more speed.
Sweet.
All right. Well, that's our tip for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week's Shoot Par Now Golf Show.